name is Samuel Fairbanks, and I'm honored to share a little bit about my educational journey with you. I have a great respect for the past. If you don't know where you've come from, you don't know where you're going. Maya Angelou. I firmly believe in this quote. I also believe that we stand on the shoulders of our parents and are motivated by their successes and their failures. I've invited my parents to share a little bit about their educational journeys as well.
Hi, I'm Karen Fairbanks. I'm Samuel's mom. I was raised by two parents who did not go to college. My mom was very supportive and got me involved in extracurricular activities and made school a priority. I excelled in school and was a leader until she was diagnosed with cancer and passed away between my 7th and 8th grade year of middle school. After that, I became uninterested in school. I didn't participate in anything, any sports or clubs, and there were no teachers or administrators that I remember that even knew she had died, and I felt very alone and unsupported, and so I barely graduated high school. I just did enough to get by. And then I did go to community college for about a year and a half, but I felt very ill-equipped to handle college. I didn't even know how to write a term paper. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And so I ended up getting a full-time job and moving out, and then paying the bills became the priority. When it came time to raise our own kids, my husband and I moved to a good school district and made school a priority for them. I made sure they were involved in extracurricular activities, and they both love sports, so that's what they did. Also, youth group was a priority, and we wanted to make sure they had adults in their lives that were positive influences for them. And I think it really made a difference in their lives and kept them in check, kind of, but also felt supported and believed in. And I'm happy to say that they have done way better than we did at their age, and they both have graduated college, and now Sam's in graduate school, and I'm so very proud.
Hello, my name is Brian Fairbanks. I am father to Samuel Fairbanks. I also have an older daughter, a granddaughter, and I'm a husband of 28 years. Sam has asked me to do this video to share a little bit about my school experience. And unfortunately, mine is not a great story, but I will do my best to share. Junior high was the time in my life that I needed to apply myself as things got more difficult. But unfortunately, up to that point, my family had dissolved, and my school career had kind of taken a turn for the worse. My daily successes, nor my sisters, were a priority for anybody, and any difficulties were very much outweighed by the problems going on at home. So school became quite a chore for me. Getting into high school, I did learn that alcohol and drugs definitely was a favorite of mine over studying, and so much so that by my junior year, I basically become a drug addict, alcoholic, and flunked out of my junior year. Came back my senior year after completing the prior on home studies, and started falling into my old ways again. I had a counselor call me into the office, first time I'd met him, and he said he'd reviewed my career and wanted to know what was going on with me. I shared a bit, and he said, "I'm going to do something for you if you do something for me." And I said, "All right, what do I need to do?" And he goes, "You're going to graduate, and I'm not going to see you again until you're in the bleachers." And I said, "All right, what's the deal?" He goes, "You have over 40 unexplained absences, and I'm going to clear those." And the fact that he was able to do that for me, there's no way I was going to not hold up my end of the deal for him. And because he was the first person to believe in me and really listen to me and want me to be successful. So that's what got me through high school. I did meet my wife and became a young father. And after several failed attempts at school, community college, I just knew that it wasn't for me. High school and most of my school was associated with a lot of pain and failure. And so that just kind of carried into further studies. I did go into a trade for which now I've been in for 30 years. I learned my love for learning much later in life, and now every day I still wake up with a desire to learn something new, and that's what has kept me interested in the construction industry. And I've been a general manager of companies for the last 10, 15 years, and feel like I have achieved the best I can in my trade.
My journey through K-12 education can be summarized by one word: sports. Academics were always secondary to me, while sports and co-curricular activities were my main focus. Growing up in the Fresno-Clovis area, sports were always the main focus of our school systems. I enjoyed my time in school, but the classroom was always a major source of anxiety for me. My plan was always to achieve a scholarship for basketball and continue to blow off my academics. This plan changed my junior year of high school when I blew out my knee on the court and required reconstructive surgery. As I neared the time I needed to make a decision about my post-high school life, my mom was diagnosed with cancer. This led me to stay home and help out with my family. My high school counselor enrolled me in some courses at Clovis Community College, and that's when I started taking school more seriously, mainly because we had to pay for classes. I landed a job on campus, and that's where I met my mentor, Isaac, who helped me realize I had a deep passion for higher education and helping lost students like myself. I had a passion for working in higher ed, and that's when I really realized it. I also met my better half, Samantha, and we tied the knot our last semester at Fresno State University. I'm working in this field now and completing this grad program in HEAL because of my supportive parents, my loving wife, and all of the student affairs practitioners who never gave up on me even when I didn't believe in myself. I plan to be a student affairs practitioner that believes in students and champions them in whatever they're passionate about. Thank you so much for listening to me and my journey, and I'm so proud that I could center this video around my parents and all that they've done to inspire me and build a beautiful family and legacy.